Well,
Yeah,
Howdy, Wilbur.
we are back.
yep, we are back. And
Oh,
sadly, I'm having audio
God.
issues, so bear with me.
So
I
everything's
have a
back
lot
to
of audio
normal.
issues.
Everything's normal.
Yeah.
Wait 2 weeks, and this is what happens.
Hey, you know, can
Took
always
more
be
than two?
perfect, man.
I thought it was longer.
No, it's been 2 weeks.
But my days
Feels like
blur,
it feels like
so.
forever. Yeah, your
Maybe
days.
3.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
work nights, mornings, and afternoons all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also true.
What's today? Fuck if I know.
It's already Thursday for me.
It's still Wednesday for most of us.
Yeah, see? 12 hours ahead.
But anyway, on that note, it's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. And it's time for Gaming Beyond the Box. We're back.
It's actually 8:12, but
Thank you, Leo.
no problem. I got your back, yo.
And let's see. A few things have changed. We have a new panel member, Peniac. And
This is a
to
fucking
clear, the
I
air,
have a new laptop, so I don't know where the camera exactly is.
to clear the air,
I'm always
let's
the last
let everybody
one to
know because we like to tell everything as it is.
Absolutely.
Fork did not leave because of creative differences.
What?
Yeah. Fork is a father with 4 children, and the guy works 80 hours a week. We have known this for a couple of months.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this was not new to anybody on the panel. The man wants to spend time with his children. That's exactly what he needs to do.
Absolutely.
He's not looking for a new podcast, and neither are we. Are we?
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh,
no.
news to
I
me.
kind of like my position right
One
here,
minute,
you know?
let me check my LinkedIn page.
Yeah, so we just thought it was weird. I kept getting hundreds of messages. Fork got a bunch of messages. That's not what this is about
You guys are
at
the
all.
only ones.
Fork has 4 kids. He wants to spend time with his family.
Yep.
Really simple. My kids are grown. And that's that. And anyway, after that, PSA, let's get on with it.
The
At
more
the
you
bottom
know.
right, our official Borderlands sperm thingy. What is going on, Leo?
Nothing much, man. Just been working and playing Elden Ring. That's basically it. Oh, and I touched Tiny Tina's a little bit, which is surprising.
Does that game ever get fun?
That didn't sound right.
Oh, you played more than me.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know where that game gets fun.
You have to talk to Cloud or Lady, I'm guessing.
I
need to talk to somebody.
I think I'm like level 9 or something like that. I was having a good time with it, but you know,
Yeah,
I want
Valhalla.
to play. I actually want to play with somebody eventually, but of course, it won't stay connected long enough for you to do that. So,
Yeah, the game does have its issues.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
doubt
we
about
talked while we played, Bob.
that's true. Yeah, we did talk. Absolutely, we had a good time talking, but couldn't play together.
At least you didn't mute me like Wilmy.
that. I didn't even know you were in there, dude. And then when I did, you know how it
Oh,
is during
dude,
the work
calm
days.
down. Calm down. Good grief. Now
And
there's
then-
drama in the panel.
Yeah, that's it. It's creative differences. And yes, I do have hair. I know. I've not
all
cut it in a
CGI.
while. It's about 3 weeks of growth. So yeah, I do have hair.
Nice.
And yes, it's mostly white, and that's okay.
He's a big kid now.
Yeah. And then to our guest, the one, the only Mr. Spooky Sprocket. What's going on, dude?
Oh, great to be here. Great to be here, fellas. It's 10 a.m. in the morning here on a Thursday. Beautiful Thursday morning. And enjoying time with my kids because I got school holidays going on down here. So driving me up the wall a bit, but
That's what they
And-
do.
That's what they do.
that's it.
And Spook gets it. My hair is gray because I have kids, yes. And now I have a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
son.
Yeah,
It really
looking
messes
like
me
Kevin
up.
Costner a
It's
bit there.
10 o'clock in the morning. It's jacked up.
Damn.
Time's up. That's why I was like, at 10 o'clock in the morning, damn.
It's coffee time down here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's coffee time anytime here, dude.
It's coffee.
Uh,
And Adam, I wish I was 28. Add 21 to that 28, and you get my age. And then
234. What?
we have Bomber just caught on to that, didn't he? And then we have Dreadpool, where the O's are actually zeros. What's up, Dread?
Oh, not much. How you guys doing? I'm having a great time. We're starting up again. This is awesome. Just haven't been able to play, and I have no idea about Tiny Tina because you guys are making me confused whether or not to buy it or leave it
it's
pass.
it's tough to say. I'm
If
still
you want
saying.
my
I
opinion,
I didn't pay for it. I got I was surprised by it. So, but
Who's
in my
that down
opinion,
at that corner?
I would wait
What?
till it's on sale.
That's what it sounds like. I mean,
Yeah, it's got its issues at the moment.
I'm watching the gameplay and it's like, yeah, this looks pretty fun. I'm just
Yeah, but it's kind
Not-
of the same
not
thing over and over and
feeling
over.
it right. I don't know.
They have these what do you call them, like out of nowhere battles and everything.
Yeah.
They give you a choice to, like, you can just punch them and not go into it, but even if you do go into it, it's like basically you just get sent to an area, fight a bunch of mobs, usually the same ones, and then rinse and
it's the
repeat.
same. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only part of
Yeah.
it that
Sounds
I don't like is the random battles aren't really random. It's the same things
Yep.
over and over.
What they call their encounters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to go through
Just-
like 3 or
just
4 of them
counter
sometimes.
story-
The
nuts.
story part is cool. Like there's some funny parts in it. Like if you ever play D&D, it's definitely pretty cool because they just bring so much from D&D into this game, and they bring their wacky, just funny humor to it, which I've enjoyed. Honestly, that's the part that I think I've liked the most. Is just a little
Yeah.
banter between everything.
Will Arnett, he's
dude.
I
I mean, he's like
Done
5
really
different
well.
characters in there.
yeah. But it's the big bad guy who thinks he's the good guy too. Like, I love it.
Well, that's
Oh, now
normal
you
for
spoiled it for
Borderlands.
me. Ah,
Jack thought the same
okay.
thing.
Yeah,
the twins
that's
thought
also
the same
truly
thing.
Yeah, that's truly it.
If I'd had to give it a score of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 5.5.
wow.
Yeah, I can't give it a score yet.
So it's definitely like not like 3 where we all play together. Then
No, it's
No,
actually
because
really
y'all
fun
can't
when
play
you play
together.
with people.
I mean, if you
I
could
played
play
it
with
you for a
people,
while.
it'd be really fun.
If
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do
That's just
got to
my
admit,
opinion.
the world itself is like pretty nice to look at. Like, sort of just, when you just stand still and turn around, I like the design of it. And the magic. I thought the magic element was like cool. If they'd had come all together like the other Borderlands, like straight out of the packet, it would have been beautiful. But the magic elements are quite neat, I think.
For sure.
I mean, it has its
You
cool
say
points,
so.
but
You are from the future, so
Yes.
All right. Thank you for my intro.
pretty good.
this is
all right. And then moving over to the right, the newest panel member, Piniac. What is going on, dude?
Not too much. I want to say thanks for the surprise Monday afternoon. That was a awesome DM to
Wasn't-
get. Shh, Leo.
This is how he gets excited.
just because you're paying
But no,
them, you can
just,
tell me to shut up. Fuck you.
Happy to be here. Let's go. Wednesday night.
All right. Well, and then next to me, Kratos' third cousin, 3 times removed by marriage. What's up, Huss? No, I'm sorry, Bomber.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just 74 hours or something like that into Horizon, and still have not come close to beating it yet. So,
Oh, dude, I'm with you on that. I'm way into it.
Noob.
What's
like
your,
you had 5.
What's your
I mean,
completion percentage?
65%, I think, the other day when I looked at it yesterday.
Should've said
I'm
69.
hovering around 60. I want to say 2. The last time I actually checked that stat, it was 61 point something, but I played a bit last night.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm nowhere close to finishing, and I'm
Which
like level 45, so I'm gonna max out here pretty soon.
I just hit 50, and I think I know with the what was it? I'm at the I'm getting closer to the end because I'm already at a point in the story where I know it's getting closer to the end, but I'm doing all the side mission stuff that I haven't done yet, which is nice to do because I've actually enjoyed a lot of the side stuff on this game more so than the actual main story, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, well, the side missions aren't bad on this one.
Yeah, it's really not bad at all. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they do
my
a good
personal
job.
opinion. I think a lot of the character building with some of the side people are pretty cool. There's only a couple of them that annoy me, but
Does your main people know this?
the main
They
people,
might get upset. They might get upset
they-
if you keep on
you know,
going to your side people.
they'll be all right. I like my side pieces. You know what I'm saying?
We
But
all
no,
know
like,
that.
but that's pretty much really the only thing. I play a little bit of Tiny Tina's, not much. And then trying to think, Xbox. Did I play anything on Xbox yet? Oh, I played Motocross. And that's been kind of fun, actually. I mean, it's not an amazing game by all means, but it's decent. No, they're not. Yeah, just trying to stay busy.
Oh, and I just got a message. I did forget something. Sorry, people. It's been a couple of weeks, but here you go.
What the fuck?
We've all seen it. The hatred, the ugliness, the crying, and the downright disgracefulness. That is fanboyism. You may be wondering, how can I help these misguided manginas? Well, we're proud to announce that through supporting your local F&P and through F&P merchandise purchases, an undisclosed percentage of the proceeds will help fund the castration and spading of these feral beasts. But you must hurry, because left unchecked, the situation will only worsen. So please, help us in raising awareness on this unprecedented and increasingly annoying, ignorant, and childish behavior by visiting the link below, before it's too late.
Okay, there we go.
Thank
Sorry,
God.
I forgot at the beginning.
Did you need a Kleenex there, Bomber?
Yeah, you know.
I blame it on Dreadpool. It was all his fault.
I
Of
was
course.
about to say anything.
all those poor fanboys getting neutered.
Matt, what's going on, dude? Corpse, Toolman, everybody, Lupa. Yeah,
That music
I'm
drives
here,
me
and
up the
guess what?
wall.
I still actually have fucking pneumonia, and I'm still here, so that's fucking dedication, y'all.
You just can't get over some shit. I'll tell you. It's just out to
I
get
told,
you.
I told everybody on the panel the other day, if anybody gets near me with COVID or a flu, they're getting
They're
fucking
getting
throat punched.
That's right.
Because it is official. I went to the doctor this morning. I got a call at 4:30 this afternoon. I still have a slight bit of pneumonia, but I am still here doing the fucking podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucked up on steroids and antibiotics, but I'm still here.
Right. Damn right.
I was waiting for everybody to go black after that.
I'm just drunk on life, and I'm here, damn it.
I'm not drunk. It'll make you drunk, but
I said on life, man.
yeah. So let's talk about the big pink elephant in the room, shall we?
Thought we already
And
talked
no,
about
I'm
that.
not talking about Leo. Today, Remedy Entertainment announced
Oh yeah.
they do have a remake plan for Max Payne 1 and 2. And this is in development with agreement from Rockstar Games. What are your thoughts?
I'd
I'm
rather
getting
see a remake
achievements.
of Max Payne 3 personally, but that's me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, to me, 3 should have been more of the focus.
Unless
not
they're
1 and
gonna
2,
like
but-
redo the controls and everything, because there's been a lot of time between the first 2 and now.
right. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
I think that's why they're doing it as a QTA.
Yeah, I
Or-
hope so.
Which, I mean, they are using
if they do it
QOA,
right,
engine,
like
QOA.
which I feel like they have to because they're using the engine from Control and stuff. So at least that's what they said in the article or whatever. But
And you get achievements.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't care
Yay.
about the damn achievements. But
Nobody does.
I mean,
Oh, there's
maybe.
people that do.
Oh, definitely. I know there's definitely people. I mean, I feel like it's going to be. I guess it would be kind of cool. I mean, I haven't played. Geez, I haven't played one of those games since probably the first one came out. Because honestly, I don't think I ever played the second one. But so I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool. I mean, hopefully Remedy doesn't screw it up. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, I guess their forte is third-person games like Control and stuff like that. But because clearly they can't make first-person shooters, so they just need to not do that again. But
I
And
don't
at
really,
least
I'm at the
it's,
point I really don't care. I mean, I want to see some new stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Didn't they just announce a remake for Monkey Island?
Yeah,
No, it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah, that's
it's not a
another one.
remake. It's not a remake. It's
is it
it's,
not?
Well, yeah,
it's another entry.
yeah.
Oh.
Well,
It's a sequel.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
So
wait.
I just want to
It's a
see some
proper
new
sequel.
stuff
It's
out
not
of
a
all
reboot.
this. Out
I
of all
think-
this, new equipment.
Well, I feel like with all these, it's kind of like the movie industry right now. Is like all these people can't make money without the
Guaranteed
existing
properties.
IP. Yeah, like guaranteed
Yeah.
properties, guaranteed IP that people know about that are kind of give a little bit of like. It's kind of like when they were saying, "Oh, we're going to remake Alan Wake." Does it really need a remake? Personally, I don't think so, but I know a lot of people love that game and they're they loved going back into that, well, not remake, but
So, as much of us, we all loved it. How many of us went back and replayed it?
I
I
never
did.
said I loved it because I did.
talking about Alan Wake.
Yeah,
That game was boring as fuck.
exactly. But that's my point. Is some of us that loved it, not all of us,
Oh,
literally.
I thought you were saying
But-
all of us. Like, nope, don't put me in there.
I'm just saying all of us
Leave me
in
in the
general.
corner.
In general,
I
how many
did
of
the
us went
classic
back and
thing
played
and,
it? So
Bought it on
Obviously
Steam
none
and
of
never
us.
played it.
Did you really?
Oh wait, no, it's free on the Epic
Yeah, it
Game
was like
Store.
$2.98 one
Oh.
time. Honestly, I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool."
Yeah.
And then Paul has a good point, which is odd.
Never thought I'd hear
Oh.
that. What?
It's old, isn't it? Yeah,
What-
yeah.
What old to
I
us is new to an entire generation of gamers that never played them
That's-
before.
That's also true.
no, I mean, I've said
Someone's
the same
sounding
thing
like a
too.
millennial.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've said the same thing
Too old
too,
for
because
that.
I'm like, you
But
bring
I
back
mean-
some of these old games, and these games can be enjoyed by my daughter because she would never be able to play the old games the way we used to play them. You know what I mean? We had no choice. We got used to playing that, and then you have the quality of life adjustments. Now, it's easier for the next generation to get into it because they can't go backwards to what we had. So it makes sense, but at the same time, why do it when it's a recent game? Do it when it's an old game.
Yeah, like
really old, like
remaking
pre-
older games makes sense. It's kind of like with them doing like the remake, like PlayStation.
Final Fantasy
they're-
VII. That makes sense.
that made
to
made
remake
sense,
that.
and it was
made
actually,
remake that.
and it's even more than a remake; it's a reimagining of the game. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of
A
Yeah.
difference.
That's what I'm saying. Go
Yeah,
back two
definitely big
generations.
Yeah.
But like
Beyond,
you take freaking The Last of Us. It doesn't need I don't care how good it looks. I won't buy it. Like I will not
Yeah.
because there's no
How many
point.
different
Like, it's
versions
not
of
gonna
that
be
do we
new.
need?
1 year
many-
later,
There's
Bobber's
nothing new
telling you
about
he
it.
wants
It's
the new
gonna look
Last of Us.
it's gonna look pretty. Like Last of Us 3, I'll probably buy and play it, but I'm not gonna buy the remake of the first one. Like what's the point?
That's like the new Grand Theft Auto 5 again.
Oh, God.
Like I don't think
Oh,
that
God.
needed to be happen again. You know what I mean? Like just milking it, really.
And the fact that they, like they should have just if they did what they did, just make it $10 as an upgrade charge for anybody
Yeah.
that already had the game. Don't
The
go
GTA one was even
So
better. It was
it's-
$10 for people
Well,
who didn't even own it.
right.
like-
Well, only on PlayStation.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh
For
yeah,
three-
it
yeah.
was,
only
it
for
was
yeah.
20
months,
bucks on
though.
Xbox or something.
So
Only for
that's the
3
reason why
months.
I'm like stupid. Like I don't know. Nah. That game
Yeah.
just pissed me off. Anyway, I mean, this is like the 5th generation this damn game's been out. It's still selling like hotcakes. It's
In
just
my defense for buying it, I only played it for like 3 hours on PS3 in 2013. So it's basically a new game for me.
yeah.
So and
That's
it's
And let me catch
fair.
this
$10
one.
bucks, whatever.
Yeah.
Vic, thank you for the $5 super chat. Here's another amazing episode of My Bro Spooky Sprocket.
Who?
And this is not coming through, but Dark CMF, thank you for being a member for 10 months.
Damn.
For some reason, it
Damn.
doesn't show up over here. I'm not sure
Nice.
why.
They're sipping hard for you, Bomber.
Right now. That's right.
It's the beard.
So not nobody's really that excited about Max Payne.
I'd
Never
have to
played
see
them,
more
so-
about it, but it's because it's Remedy involved. I'm just not really
Yeah.
excited.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel. And nothing really against Remedy. I'm just like, Like, if I was a fan of the series, like a big fan, then I guess I'd be more excited. But I'm just not. Like, I'm just like, It's like them, if they decided to redo Hitman, like the first one, I'm like, no, like, what's the point? You have these new ones. Like, just make a new one. Like, why remake it? Just make a new hit. Like, make a new Max Payne. That would have been a much bigger. I think more people would be like, hell yeah, like truly hell yeah. Now, granted, it is all next gen or current gen, devices, PC and PS5 and series devices. So at least there's that. But it's still the old engine, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Even with Hitman, they brought back the old levels with the current game.
3,
So,
right? Yeah,
Right,
You
yeah.
can import
Yeah.
all the old levels and stuff
I mean,
that
even
makes
doing
more
that would
sense.
be
on the
fine.
new engine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be more exciting if it was a new Max Payne, like a complete new story
Yes.
of that.
Thank you.
But if they were going to do, as you mentioned earlier, if they were going to do any of them, Max Payne 3 probably would have been the better one.
Maybe they're
because
like,
it just had a better story.
these games are pretty old. They're already screwed up, with the old controller schemes. How much more can Remedy fuck it up?
I mean,
Well, look what
I'm just
look
hoping
what
they
they
can
did
do
with
something like.
Crossfire.
Don't ever say stuff like that.
I know.
Challenge accepted.
Well, I'm just hoping they do something like what Capcom did with Resident Evil 2, or if I did that right.
Right, 2 and
Like-
3.
If they can do it like that, then cool. But the problem is Remedy, this is not their game. They sold
No.
I guess these were, because they owned them until, 2002, when they sold it to Take-Two. So I guess these are their original games. But, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not that excited. I'll just keep it up.
Yeah, it's I've never played them, so it's just going to be another.
And adding the fact of
added to
what they
the-
did with Crossfire too.
Yeah.
that was atrocious.
Well, my thing is, I'm gonna throw Crossfire to the side, just only because it was a first person game. They don't make those, and it's it's crappy. Whatever.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I have yet to play it. I've got it. I haven't played it yet.
Control. If it plays like Control, it looks like Control as far as prettiness. I think they probably have a couple of good hits, and they're bundled. They said 1 and 2, both of them are
1
going to be
and
bundled
2.
together.
Yeah, maybe one and two.
So maybe it's going to be like a $40 game. Hopefully, it's not 70. If it's 70, they can suck it.
Well, Rockstar's publishing, aren't they? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be 70.
It's 70. Never mind. Yep, never mind.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah. And then they'll sell shark cards for it.
Jesus Christ.
And those need that online. Just shark cards. Fuck it. Why
Yep.
not?
Then you'll have an online mode where you join gangs and all that good stuff.
Which is separate pay.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta buy a shark card to pay for your bullet time.
There you go.
And here is a man of my own heart.
Max Payne Plus sub.
Dayron, thank you for $10 super chat. Everyone out here remaking games, remake Fear 1 through 3.
Yes.
Yes.
We have
Or
been
just stop
begging for
remaking
Fear.
games and make
Yeah.
new one.
What?
Or just make a new one.
Yes,
Either way,
I have been begging for a Fear game for years, and I know we're never going to see it probably.
I mean,
No,
well,
you
that's why the remake of Dead Space and Calypso Protocol coming out, which is basically the remake, redesign from the original creator, whatever you want to call it. But that's why I'm supporting that, because hopefully, and we all know why Fear ain't gonna come back. There's so many hands in this development of this game that it's gonna be hard to get everybody's approval. But you know what? If these games can come out and show that there's a need for actual horror, not this whatever. Oh, it's a monster, so it's horror. We've got monsters everywhere else. It's not horror. So why is this horror? You know what I mean? But let's bring out some real horror. Let's bring out some psychological mind Fs from games like Fear.
I don't
Damn
think
right.
they'll ever do it, but I'd love to see a remake of the original Manhunt.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Manhunt? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the problem is it'd get canceled. That's cancel culture will be jumping on that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well, see, I remember
slapping Chris Rock, and you're good.
I remember back in the day. See, I had to get it. I had to order it from outside of Australia because initially it was banned. They didn't even come here, and then when it did come here, it had like all the cool shit taken out. So it's like, nah, fuck this. I'll get one of the international version, and then you can do the whole plastic bag over the head, and the wire around the neck and everything like that. The whole kit and caboodle. So
and then of all places, didn't it get a Wii port?
It did.
yeah,
It sure did.
So what you're saying?
You were able to do this.
The rest of the world got Manhunt. You guys got Manhug.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, pretty much.
That's
what it
Australia,
was.
though. It's crazy.
But see, for
Hey, man,
ages
what's
down
going
here,
on, dude?
they didn't have an R18 classification for games, so there was so many games over the years prior to that were banned. So everybody down here just, with any common sense, went and got the games elsewhere, from the UK, US, wherever.
Indeed.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
There's so many games that they could go back to even if it's just a reimagining, or like you don't have to remake the originals. Like just take that idea and just make it a new one. Like it's okay. But then again, I know that's the scary part. You do that, and then it doesn't sell well, then you're screwed. Then you're if you're not huge, if you're not like freaking, I don't know, I'm trying to think like a big team like Playground Games or something like that, or Sony Santa Monica, like you're not going to go anywhere even if you have a terrible game come out. But if you're like, I don't know, Fire Sprite, even though I know they're owned by Sony now, but if they just did it and it bombed, it could probably hurt them, So it's like, it's crazy, man. It's so many games we can go back to back in our day, just thinking of all the old games we loved and that they could easily make money on, but they come out with shit like, I don't know what it, like just random ass games. Like, but I'm just hoping for something this year into next. Hopefully maybe next year we won't have all these stupid delays. They can quit putting everything on.
Well, they need to bring back like Siphon Filter or SOCOM.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
SOCOM, 100%. SOCOM would be legit, absolutely. But I don't see them doing that either.
But,
although there was rumors that
speaking
SOCOM
of games
was coming
missing content, I don't know how many people's watched it. I've been watching the Halo series. It's come on Paramount.
Yeah, I watched it too, though.
I actually like it. My wife likes it. Apparently, it's doing better than the game as far as content goes, because they're really not even. They're not even close to season 2 yet, are they?
No,
no, we got another.
Well, we got like.
Is that May or June?
Yeah, May, I think it is. Because they decided to do a 6-month freaking season 1 because they didn't have enough content to release this game, unfortunately.
What they have so many maps from back in the day. They have so many. We're still missing Forge, and Forge alone would help with this missing content.
Well, Forge was okay. They said that from the get go it would not come until what?
No, I
3.
know, but that's what I'm saying is, if they were to, they have the old maps from all the games that they've had out that they could bring back a map here and there, just to give us something. That you know what I mean? They're too busy. I don't know what the hell they're too busy doing.
They gotta stretch out shit for 10 years, man. That's
well, they do have this cookbook.
That's also
And
true.
the cookbook is not fake. It's totally real.
No, it's
Don't
absolutely
forget
real.
the boots. The boots are pretty cool.
Now, hey, the
the
Wolverine,
pairs of them. Yeah,
Oh.
all
yeah,
117 pairs.
117. Yep, and they're
Yeah, you
sold
can
out.
pre-order this thing now, and you'll have it in August.
You can buy a pre-order for it.
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
you
There's
can
only
get-
117. They
You
sold out
did.
within like
No,
seconds.
he's talking about the
You can
book.
get a guaranteed pre-order
That-
from eBay
Oh,
for like
yeah.
$1,500 or
Oh,
something.
Since
yeah,
the-
the
crap like
boots.
that.
Since the TV show is so hot right now, they could use the tagline of and you can cook too, just like Master Porn Stash.
Oh my god,
Good, but I do like the series.
the series is not bad. Like so far, I've enjoyed it just because I'm not I guess a lore slut of Halo, so I don't know everything that
Same here.
is in the books, and I mean I know a little bit that's in the games that I paid attention to, but what they have shown me so far, I'm fine with. I mean, the second episode was not as exciting as the first, fine, but I'm just hoping there is more Chief in the suit doing things other than him not being in the suit and doing things. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
there's more of that. So I know
That's-
this whole
that's-
building this background and building this new story that's not from what everybody is used to from the books and from the games. So I get it. They're trying to set this new story out. So I'm just hoping they don't do what I feel like we've talked to a few people about that with Cortana. So I'm hoping that isn't the case. But we'll see.
According to Halo of Reach, Season 1 only has 25 more days.
Oh,
According to
I love the
that.
I love
Yeah,
the TV
puts
show
it right
itself.
on there.
Because he's had his helmet off so much, and because I know the TV show that I remember him from, so I kept calling him Master Porn Stash.
Because hold on, that's the same guy that was in Orange is the New Black, right?
Yeah, that's why I keep calling him
Damn
Master
it.
Porn Stash.
See, I
and
did not
green
know
is
where
the
he
new
was
black.
from until then. Yes.
He's a leprechaun in American Gods too. So
Oh, is he really?
yeah,
Mandalorian?
And then he was leader of the Thieves and Den of Thieves, that movie.
Damn, I didn't know he did all this.
Gerard
shit.
Butler's
That's-
going. Yeah,
That's
after him.
hilarious. I mean, I don't mind him. Like the only thing that threw me off at first, of course, is his voice because I'm so used to Dude Man. But I was able to kind of like throw that away and say this is just new.
Well, he got approval from Steve Down. Like he gave him credit. He actually likes his voice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the dude. I mean, it doesn't hurt me. It's just it is weird for
because you're so used to
forever.
Steve Down.
Yeah, I mean, forever you have freaking his voice forever, and then all of a sudden you have this guy, and you're like, it ain't even close, but it's fine.
no.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll pan out pretty good. So
The acting so far, I think, has been pretty good. And it was good to see. I just can't think of his first name at the moment. Woodbine, the black dude. Like he's been in so much.
yes, he's been
like
in so
the early
many.
'90s,
Yeah.
and hasn't aged a bit.
No, he looks the same. He has not
Yeah.
changed. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
whatever you're drinking, I need some of that.
yeah.
I think I'm drinking orange juice.
But yeah, like
That's
the
what
only
it is.
thing,
It's just straight. It's just orange juice.
just straight orange. There's no vodka. Okay.
Yeah, no vodka.
You just gotta meet someone at a crossroads.
I hear you, dude.
Oh, Buffy the Vampire. Holy shit.
But yeah, I just thought the cookbook thing was kind of funny. It caught my attention.
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
funny.
really?
The
it
master
is,
cheese
it is funny
fries.
how much it's just like dumping gas on the CW fire. It's just like, for fuck's sakes, like where's co-op? Where is Forge? Here's a cookbook.
Yeah.
No, it's so true. But it is true. It's like, here's a show, here's a cookbook, here's some boots, but we don't have you anything in
Don't have
your
co-op yet.
multiplayer.
No,
games.
you know what?
Also, you can't
know
even
what we
get.
call
there's
that?
Not even. They don't even have enough like the worst part, and this is what me, Mo, Ains have talked about. Is they have the biggest opportunity for people to spend money, give them money for new stuff to buy, like cosmetically. But yet in your store the last 5 weeks, you've literally regurgitated the stuff you had at the very beginning. Like, are you kidding me?
There's gonna be a
nothing
Pablo Schreiber's head off masked skin.
Oh,
eventually, right?
guaranteed.
Yeah,
That'll be
like,
$15
but it's
or
so
$10
But
to go on with the cat ears.
and it's fine. Like,
Hell yeah!
but bring out new stuff. Like that's the problem. Like they don't have enough new content for people to even spend the money. So like,
Now, see,
as much as I do,
this
and I
comment.
do love Halo, I do. I've enjoyed the multiplayer a lot, but I'm burned out on it already because like I play it. I'm not leveling anything anymore. I'm not gaining anything extra. So it's like, why am I playing other than just having fun, which I still do, but not as much as I did when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be that carrot at the end of the stick.
Yes, yep.
To
Especially for this type of game.
Well, I've
Yeah,
already gotten
exactly.
to my carrot because I had to finish playing the Fiesta, the Terra
Oh yeah,
10A, whatever it's called. I don't know. I can never say it anymore. But whatever.
Tenra.
Tenra, yeah,
Yeah.
Tenra, right, Rye,
Or Tenrai or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
So I had to
I
finish
was
that
thinking-
off. I had 8 levels left, and I did that on one of the last streams I did. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm done. But that was it. You know, you had the cyber event that they had, and they had this one, and then what? There's nothing else there to bring you back. And I hadn't played in probably a month and a half of any Halo, even the campaign. I'm not even done with the campaign yet. It was just
Oh, no, I'm
it's
not even
gotten
close.
to the point where it's as big of a Halo fan as I am. I'm like, do I go back and do anything or what? You know, and with all this extra stuff coming out, you know what I call it? Hide the shell game. Don't look over here. We got this. Don't look over here. We got this other thing. Don't look over here. We got something that you can never buy because there's only 117 of them.
They want to they want to make up because see they stuffed up with the game. So I was thinking, oh, okay, they've got the boots, the cookbook, and that they want to make us all real Spartans. Put us get us ready for the real world fight.
Really short Spartans.
Yeah.
Short and chubby.
They're only giving us damn steel toe boots. That's all they're giving us. Well, shit, that ain't gonna do us no good.
Getting us prepared.
Get us prepared to cook in steel toe boots. All right.
Here's some boots and a
Drink
Nerf
it,
gun.
watch the
Go
series.
at it.
Yeah, the Nerf gun. I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah. Go and role play.
Yes.
So wait a second. The Nerf gun gets to go into the game. Do the
Yes. At
boots,
least you do get the skins for that. That's true.
do you get the boots with the little code so that way you can wear those boots in the game too?
You may. I don't know. I don't know if they come with a code. I never saw that.
Could you
Go buy a pair off eBay.
Imagine
for $2,000.
Master Chief running
Yeah,
around with
Go spend
Tell us the
$2,000
code.
and let us know.
instead of throwing a grenade, he throws a cookbook at you.
There you go. Or you can throw one of
Eat
these.
this.
What the fuck?
On average, every 7 days, someone finds gaming happiness with FNP.
I'm here to play games, and that's why I choose to game beyond the box.
Sorry, had to do it. It's been a while.
How
So-
long ago?
With all that was going on for building the engine and then rebuilding it again, and not, you know, they put so much time into that. Would they have been better off making it on Unreal Engine 4, converting it to 5?
What are you talking about? You're talking about instead
Halo.
of doing split space or whatever
Instead
it's
of-
called?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Just
I
to
mean,
delay it even more. Just
I think it.
brand new
Yeah, I
engine.
mean, yeah.
I'm
It's hard to
just
say. I mean, slip space apparently has worked fine. It's just I don't know what their issue is now. I mean, I don't know what took the longest. If it was just the idea around Infinite and they just couldn't get everything together by the original date, so they pushed it back. Said it was for other reasons, but you know we all knew what the reasons were. And then now it's just they have no reasonings. They don't. They have no reasonings. They have enough people to work on it. They just I just think they don't know what they want to put into the game. I mean, 10 years. I mean, they have a 10-year idea, but their idea apparently is not a good 10-year plan here. Because I mean, you can't give this small amount of stuff and then regurgitate it too. That's the
Well,
worst part.
Well, part of
Because the game runs beautifully.
Right. Well, part of the
Well,
10-year plan is not the Destiny model per se. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Because part of that is obviously the multiplayer is going to be supposed to last for 10 years. So that way you don't have to do anything. They're supposed to add in and all that, right? But, yeah. But the other part is it's supposed to be a platform. So that way they're using this engine for at least 10 years. So when we have Halo Infinite 2, it's going to come right on in and be a part of it, just like how they've incorporated all of the Master Chief Collection. So that's kind of the plan, is to do it like that, but they spent so much time building this engine to be encompassing of last gen and this gen and hopefully beyond the future to do more. They could have easily, used a different engine as opposed to building it from the ground up twice and then trying to, I mean, they could always have a storyline. It's just what fills in the gaps in between the storyline to keep you active from point A to point B. How
That's
you're
what the
doing
TV
all
show's
this.
for.
Yeah.
Well, the TV show doesn't.
Well, I was going to say, because of the shit show that they've kind of brought it out in, their 10-year plan kind of reminds me of that old guy's 10-year plan from Adam Sandler's movie Big
Yes,
Daddy.
yes.
Oh, so this is your 10-year plan?
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe they're just a bad studio. Like,
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It's hard to say because they can never hit one or the other. Like, that's the funny part. Like, we've always, everybody was talking about 343. They
And look, the gameplay is good. We've all played it. The gameplay is freaking solid. But there's
we need more maps. We need more.
I haven't followed it since the campaign came out, and I played it for like 2 hours and whatever. But has anything come out for it? Like anything?
No.
Aside from cosmetics.
They had that uneven visor.
I mean, they still have that, and it's still
the only things that they had.
No maps, no new modes.
Yeah, no maps, no new modes. The only new mode they had to throw in there was.
And we're looking at 6 months now.
I was just looking at it too.
Yeah, getting close to it.
But that's I understand they were fixing Beat Team Battle. They're fixing some of these issues, but the only modes per se that they came out with was the cyber, whatever it was called, cyber something, and then obviously the Fiesta Tenere thing. That's it. That they added those little
that's just
things.
A recycled event every.
And you got kitty.
Yeah, right? every couple of weeks they switch it out and bring it back so you can
get
more.
Right, but they stopped at 30. I've already completed that.
Yes, they stopped at 30.
And a lot of people completed it like the first 3 weeks. You do 10. You can only max out at 10. So the first 3 weeks, a lot of people maxed it out. I just did it on the 6th week, 6th or 7th week. But either way, whatever it is, and they only do it for like a week per almost a month.
And the hardcores are knocking that out in like 8
hours. They've already finished it.
So I mean, it's just. I mean, obviously, like I've seen with Destiny, I played Destiny a lot, and the thing that is going to happen with a live service game is the dev team is never ever going to be able to crank out enough content to keep everybody happy.
No,
but there has to be some content being cranked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing is, even if they could keep up with the demand, there's always going to be everybody else that's going to be overloaded because they're so far behind. Because there's always that small group that will always keep up and stay ahead of what the devs can push out, and there's always a bigger group of people trying to play catch up. Like, crap, I don't have enough time for this. And you don't want them to give up because they'll never have enough time to get to all these and be able to keep up.
It's kind of like what Obi was saying. It's like they 343 could have had Coalition, Epic, all these other hands-on with Halo if they wanted to, with Unreal, all that stuff, but they decided no, we want an in-house engine, and apparently that's bit them in the ass. It seems like. It runs well. It looks fine. I mean, it's nothing to be like, oh my god, it's the next best thing in the world. No, it's not. I mean, it looks okay. Like, I'm playing the campaign and I'm like, Like I can see where everybody's gripe is with the trees. It's literally the same tree, you just put everywhere. Like that's kind of funny. Like there's no deviation of them, so it's like it's just really funny, kind of how this whole situation has gone with Halo. You know, their biggest IP that they own has, you know, even though it's still run, like we all know, it plays fine. If you give enough content, nobody would be pissed off about it. Like all your major streamers are leaving Halo and going to play they're freaking playing whatchamacallit again.
Fortnite no build mode.
Fortnite, yeah. Like they're going back to that shit, and it's hilarious because Fortnite was losing people. Now they got a lot of people back because of that. So it's like it's just funny, but they're always giving content. They're always giving you a reason to buy in their store. Halo just isn't. This is their new thing that they're starting. It's just I don't know. It's they just stubbed their toe, and I don't know if they'll really ever get out of this lull. But I mean, I hope they do because I have enjoyed the game.
From the get-go, it seems on this game management has been piss poor.
I think Microsoft in general.
You can't just blame one person. It's like a culmination of things. A culmination.
And I know. Notice a lot of people are calling for Joseph Staten to completely head it now, like even take over from Bonnie Ross. I don't know if that would help.
That's even possible.
I don't even know if that would even work. Like I don't know because
I know he's from the old team from back in the day,
fine. And he helped get everything.
But he was a story guy
going now.
That's it. That's
it. Nothing else has gone through. It's crazy.
You know, but that's yet again. It's just because you have a superstar. You know, the superstar might bring up the team, but if the team aren't superstars also, then you have nothing. You only have one guy or one person that's doing it, right? You have to have everybody. I mean, you look at these coaches, right? Let's look at football, right? You have a coach that ended up being one of the greatest coaches ever, switched to another team and ended up being the biggest failure. Why? Because on the first team, he had great team. He had assistant coaches that knew what they were doing. He relied on them. He wasn't really that good. He had good people working for him, which made him look better. Right? And then he went to the other team where he didn't have that type of support. And that's the whole thing, was just because you're saying that this person needs to go, maybe it's not that person. Maybe there's somebody else below them or above them that's holding them back. It's not just one.
Well, just not holding people accountable. I think it's kind of like everybody's always said with Microsoft. Microsoft has not
they need
done well with their studios.
They need to evaluate what the hell's going on. What's holding them back?
Can you imagine what this game would have been if they released it?
Dude, it would have been.
Man, I would have been happy to play it, but it would have been even worse. It would have failed.
No, we wouldn't have talked about it, and the show wouldn't have never happened. They would have canned the show. I guarantee you, the show would have been canned.
No, the show would have been a Craig show.
I mean, literally, the show just would have been. But
because I remember watching the showcase there, and they went through it, and what was it like, 7 or 8 minutes? And I'm looking at this as like, this game is coming out in 4 months.
Yeah.
This is a concept trailer.
Yep.
This is what you do when you're like, this is what our engine looks like 3 years out from the game coming out. And I'm like, there's absolutely no way this is coming out this year.
Yeah.
If they'd be stupid to do it. And they delayed it a year, and it might be good in November.
And that's sad.
And again, I'm not slagging on the gameplay. The looks are fine too, from my point of view. It looks like Halo, it plays like Halo, you shoot like Halo, and all that stuff. But like, the 10-year plan is just Jesus, man. Like, throw a map in there or something every month.
Yeah, throw something.
Thank you. Yep.
And speaking of throwing, risk it for the biscuit. Thanks for the $2.99. They have a BR in S2. It's called Last Spartan Stand.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Like they were talking about the BR, and that's a long version of, or a long wording to say BR.
Well, sort of.
Yeah,
but not.
I mean, it's big in battle size, so you're looking at what, 40 people on a map. So it's a very small BR, but BR nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean
Quiet.
that was data mined, and it was already rumored. So it's just why are we waiting for season 2?
It's
Because
because
they're
that's
still working on it.
yes,
Yeah, exactly.
That's their thing. I mean that they have to have these releases. They can't just bring out new content. They got to have season 2 release to give you content because, well, that's their 10-year plan.
But that's why we need those other maps.
All right,
Solid.
risk it. Thank you for the $7.99. It's unacceptable. 5 had 8 maps at this point, plus Forge, plus co-op. Management needs to go. The slip space is updated by contractors. That's the issue. There we go. Gotta risk it.
But yeah. That's enough of Halo talk, I think. But we all can agree that we're all just dumbfounded by what they've done.
Well, now, if you really want to talk about a game that is getting its just desserts, Ghost Recon Breakpoint won't receive any more content.
Hey, I just got an
It was
update
receiving
today.
content?
Yeah, lots of it. Mine just
Yeah, they've
updated
actually
with
had a lot of content for that game.
yeah, a ton of content. And they just added a 3 gig update today. I don't know what the hell that was for. Probably to fix
I
more
don't know. I
shit.
had to leave for so long.
I don't know why I still have it installed, to be honest.
I haven't. And KY Bob, thank you for being a member for 16 months. And he says Dreadpool told y'all that about the ranch blue cheese wipes. It's for those special buffalo wing lovers in your life. GBTV for life.
What?
Wipes?
Yeah. When you eat hot wings and it's all spicy up top?
Nope.
And then when it comes through it's spicy? Well, instead of dipping, having ranch at the beginning, you can have ranch at the end.
You're talking about ass wipes that are
Yes.
ranch and blue cheese? What the
Yeah.
hell? Damn it, Dread.
I want no part of that. I'll pass.
Look, I'll buy dude wipes all day long and be proud of it. I'll not buy a damn ranch blue cheese.
No, it's ranch.
Really,
or
that's-
blue
that's
cheese.
nearly as
You
good
have
as-
two
Or
different
blue-
flavors.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
they
if
you
I
need a
had, if
flavor?
I had to pick, it'd be blue.
First of all, why do you need a flavor for your ass?
What are you going
Because
to do? Wipe
if
your
it's
ass? Go, hey,
cool-
honey, come see my
They
ranch
talk about-
flavored asshole.
The problem
Yeah.
with blue cheese is it's lumpy because of the curds.
Oh my god! So you're gonna feel like you're still wiping your shit off all the time.
Well, I mean, this takes eating ass to a whole new level, right?
Well, that
But that's exactly
Between-
what we were
between you and
going with,
Louis.
too.
Oh my god!
Dred's gonna have cheese up his ass, and Louis putting guacamole up his ass. So.
Oh, I
I
don't
mentioned
like
eating
blue
ass,
cheese,
and lady
blue
pops up
ranch.
in the chat. That's
Perfect timing, lady. We're talking about eating ass as soon as you walk up in here.
yeah. As soon as I mention it, oh my god. There's some things that technology just doesn't need to bring about.
Yeah, yes, absolutely, and that's one of them, Dread. So don't give people ideas because we already know that's going to happen somewhere.
Oh,
Somebody's
I've already
Pringles will
pitched it.
probably make it.
I've never understood scented toilet paper to begin with.
They're scented toilet paper.
Scented, yes.
Oh,
Gross.
I own some.
oh. Does it work? Like, I'm just curious.
I don't
You
know. I
smell
just
your own ass?
asshole, dude.
Makes your ass smell lemony
Don't
fresh.
smell like shit. Smells like damn lemon flavor. You know?
Babe, I just
Yeah,
want-
lemon.
can you
It
smell
smells like lemon shit. That's what happens.
Still
The
smells
old
like
air
shit.
that
We're lemon on it.
spray in the bathroom. No potpourri. Yeah, it just smells like flowery shit in here.
and then you got cerebral tossed on a salad.
Well, you know. Oh my god.
But yeah, that definitely takes
Anyway.
eating ass to a new level.
Oh, for sure. And blue cheese. Why would you want blue cheese? Is nasty, y'all. I don't know.
I don't like
Come
blue
on,
cheese. Hey, some people prefer
an
blue
acquired
cheese.
taste.
I just
I know
figured, hey,
people
if you
don't like
want
ranch.
cheese-
I don't know how that's a thing, but I'm from the South, and ranch goes on.
Ranch
almost
goes
damn
on everything.
My
Yeah,
son
ranch-
calls
ranch
it
goes with
on
everything.
Everything you can possibly think of.
But
Yeah.
not.
You know
Blue
what's better than
cheese-
ranch? Tzatziki sauce. It's
I don't know
the
what that
cucumber sauce that's in gyros.
The Greek stuff.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that stuff is good.
That's
Okay,
not
I didn't
bad.
know what the hell where you were going with it. At first, I was like, I don't know what that's called, what that is. Sorry, but
That's
No,
the
no,
tzatziki
yes.
sauce. That goes with
Yes.
everything.
yes.
So
Any
Greek
kind of meat,
yogurt,
any kind of
cucumber,
veggie,
dill,
you could
garlic,
replace
and oil.
ranch with tzatziki sauce.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh,
What's
I
I've
didn't
that?
know that's
I've
all.
made it before.
Shit, risk it. Damn
What'd you
it.
say?
No.
Say that again.
Blue waffles.
Blue waffles.
No, not
Oh.
that. How'd you make it?
It's Greek yogurt, garlic, dill, grated cucumber, a little bit of oil, and maybe some salt and pepper. And you just blend it
Yeah,
together.
you don't need salt. You don't need the dill.
The dill's in
Oh,
it.
lady, we're making the
That's how you make it.
GBTB cookbook.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. There's even some recipes that ask for lemon juice. Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't
and
do
ass
it.
wiping.
Don't do
So,
But
It's good.
on the better things,
All right, now
Yes.
that we're done with cooking with Dread,
yeah.
Indeed.
Now we're finished about eating ass and. Days Gone director joins Tomb Raider studio Crystal Dynamics, and there is a new Tomb Raider game.
as long as she doesn't ride a motorcycle, we'll be fine. Because shit, that was the worst damn mechanic in that game.
I love Days Gone.
Days Gone is a good game, just not if you're on the motorcycle. Just run. Don't get on the motorcycles. That thing is the shittiest damn vehicle in a AAA game that I've ever.
I never got around to Days Gone. I had it.
Really?
There was back probably 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago at this point. Best Buy, and we'd have like really wicked awesome E3 pre-order promos here, where games would be pre-orders for E3 announced games would be like 30% off, just if you pre-ordered. So one year I was like, how many of these games do I think look good that are coming out that got announced? And I had like 12 or 13 pre-ordered at 30% off. Worst case,
30%. Oh yeah.
worst,
Money
like
bag.
they don't charge you when you pre-order up here. They
Wow.
charge you when they ship. So there's zero risk of this at all. And Days Gone was one of them at the time, and I forgot to cancel it, and I had it in my hand. And I'm like, do I want to play this right now? And I read the reviews, and they weren't great at the time, right? Because it had a lot of issues on at launch. So I just ended up returning it to Amazon, and that's my
Never got
Days
to
Gone
it.
story. Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty game. It's cool. Like the only thing I don't like, and this is for any game in the future, especially new IPs. It's the reason why, like The Last of Us, like everybody's like, "Oh my god, the very beginning was so hard." I'm like, I didn't care about the beginning. I didn't know these characters, so I don't care who died at the very beginning. I don't know them, and it's very similar to the very beginning of that game. Is like, I'm supposed to care about this chick. Like, I don't care about her. Like, I don't know anything about her. It's so funny how a lot of these new IP games, like they bring in a character and then you like leave them or they die or something happens crazy at the very beginning, and you're like, am I supposed to be sad? I'm really not. Like, and I know so many people were like, oh, it was like especially Last of Us. So many people were like, oh, it was so hard. I cried at the very beginning. I'm like, how? You don't know the character? How do you cry when you don't know the characters? I don't know. I know. I just don't know.
Some people
how.
get emotional.
I had two very different experiences playing The Last of Us, because the first time I played it, I wasn't a father. Second time I played it, I had a daughter. So that hit hard second time. First time I was like, oh, whatever she does. She gives a shit.
When it comes to
Let's
Days
go.
Gone, I had the weirdest fucking glitch. My motorcycle just disappeared.
Oh, that happened to
that's
me.
an awesome glitch.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that
yeah.
one.
The one
It's-
thing you need to get
it's
around
funny, right?
everywhere, and it
Yes.
just disappeared. Like it showed it on the map, and it must have like fell through the map or something. I was just like, "Where the fuck?" So I was like literally
Yeah.
running around the entire place, and then I
I've
got
seen-
to a part where you have to get somewhere in a certain amount of time. I was like, "That ain't happening."
I've seen the guys riding around with no motorcycle, and I'm like, that's awesome.
That I wouldn't mind. At least then I could move fast. But I was
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like Valorant said, is just like Cyberpunk. You're just driving, all of a sudden, boom, there it goes. Let's go.
So the new Tomb Raider on UE5, that sounds pretty cool.
Now
To be
that,
Yeah.
yes, because I
Yeah.
mean, UE5 already it just looks gorgeous from everything
Yeah,
we've
it
seen.
does.
100% that engine looks so good, and I mean we've seen a little bit of it from what Ninja Theory has shown, so I can only imagine just what gameplay from other games are going to be with this engine. And everybody saw that list if you saw the list of all the different
Sure,
studios
partners,
using it,
yeah.
but man, like
And nobody's even scratched this.
I'm
no,
curious.
nobody's really touched it. And then that onboard or whatever game, they're updating it to Unreal 5, which I think
But
it looks pretty cool. So
It's because UE4 or UE4 is easily transferable to UE5. They made it so it's simply just push the button and it just kind of goes over, and then you just tweak it out for what the features that 5 has.
To answer
Yeah,
Valorian,
that's
Super
what I've
chat.
read. That you can.
Here's a super chat from Hargeet. Thank you for $2 super chat, and here is a code for Xbox Tiny Tina.
go get it, y'all. Man, thank you, Argit. Man,
I was going to say
thanks,
too.
man.
Hargeet, sorry.
Who's getting it?
I was going to say
Yeah.
too, to answer Valorian's question, no, Crystal Dynamics for the past Tomb Raiders have been using their own foundation engine. So this is the first time they've moved to Unreal.
See,
I'm
they're
just
moving to
gonna-
Unreal. Who else said they were moving to Unreal
Next
as
year's
well?
will be Unreal.
Yeah, Coalition's obviously using.
That's
Well,
the
Coalition,
I couldn't
they've
remember
always
the
used
name.
Unreal. But no, there was who is it that always used their own engine?
Oh,
and
CD
now-
Projekt Red.
See, there
Yeah,
we go. Thank you.
yeah.
So
yeah,
as
the movie
good
show.
as Cyberpunk looks when it's fully, looks, fixed up
Yeah.
and looks good, knowing what they could do now with Unreal 5 and what it could look like with another Cyberpunk, like holy shit, or shit, the next Witcher is
The
going to
next
be in
Witcher.
Unreal 5. Like that's going to be insane. Like that's just me personally. I think that's going to look stupid good. I mean, because I don't know if anybody played that the Matrix demo.
Yeah,
Like,
that was really
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
If
And
anybody
like
gets
Penny-
this code, please say
Yes.
thank
I'm
you
trying
in
to
the
get
chat.
the
That way we know.
code.
Are you
I
trying to
don't
get
know
it?
how to redeem it.
Go to Xbox.com,
Yeah, like-
man.
Too many letters and
Penny
numbers.
said.
What am I doing?
Copy.
It is
That-
right.
I put it in
Alright,
about,
yeah,
I put it in about a minute ago, and it was still valid. So
Uh-oh.
I didn't claim
Oh,
it.
valid.
'cause-
Come on, guys.
Nice.
Somebody's got to get it. Look, it's worth getting Tiny Tina. I think it is.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, it was
They know-
already
I mean,
being.
they're only
Hey
scratching
man,
the
and Doom
surface,
says
too.
it's already been redeemed. So who got the code?
Yeah, who
Yeah.
got the code?
Don't look at me. I already had it.
Yeah, don't look at me. I didn't get it either.
Well, even
Oh, yeah.
here at Xbox.com, I can't find how to just go in and redeem it.
At the very top of there, you have to go to games and then go to redeem the code,
Redeem.microsoft.com.
or that too.
Yeah, that's the shortcut.
All right, it's gone.
Oh,
So
there it
somebody
is.
got it.
Redeem.
And nobody's going to thank you. Come on, guys.
So
say
who
thank
got it? Who got it?
But in the meantime,
Yeah.
Lupa, thank you for being a member for 23 months.
Damn.
He says, love GBTV guys, y'all rock.
Well done,
Hit
Luca.
that like button.
Jesus.
Thank you, Lupa.
Yeah, thank you, Luke.
Awesome.
Jeez.
Let's go, Lupa.
Impressive.
And I was going to say, like Peniac was saying earlier, like they're only scratching the surface with Unreal Engine 5. Can you imagine in another couple of years once they're sort of fully utilizing the whole damn thing? Like,
Oh, dude.
And everybody starts like,
Amazing.
really using that scanning app.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
phenomenal.
The
to see,
fact
like,
the fact that you can use your phone.
your phone,
like-
and
Yeah,
did you see
that's
the chair
insane.
that girl
Yes!
scanned and what it looked like? Holy
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like knowing that your phone could do it, and then their cloud is going to use their power to make it look really good. Like, I think that's
Yeah,
just
man.
insane.
That is the coolest part. For
Because
sure.
even CD Projekt Red said, yeah, we've already added a whole bunch of shit
Mhm.
by using our cameras and stuff like that. But they've already added stuff to the Unreal,
Could you
like
imagine?
the thing that you can get for free on your if you have a good enough PC to test Unreal 5.
Could you imagine all the stuff that CD Projekt Red could include if they were working on Cyberpunk? They'd have
Oh,
3,000
God, yes.
dildos in there already.
Oh, dude. Hey, those dildos are really real.
Most
That one
realistic
looks
dildos
used.
you've ever seen.
But man, like that little showcase of Unreal 5 was cool. I mean, there was a lot of techie stuff that I was like, yeah, I don't know anything about this, but it was still cool to
Yeah.
see. And then, the announcement of the new Tomb Raider It's gonna be cool. I mean, the other ones are pretty cool. I only played the first one, a little bit of the second one, so I know how they play and look. So I can only imagine what's gonna look like now. So
When they
It's gonna be nuts.
when they make it for the PlayStation, the rumor has it when you're looking at your character and you blow onto the controller, it'll give your character goosebumps.
hey, that'd be awesome too.
I'll
I'm all about it.
Make Lara's
Well,
ponytail
hey,
low in the
Hey, I'll buy it on the PlayStation 5 at that point. That's fine. I don't care. Actually, by
What the
that
hell is
point,
going on? That ain't Goosebumps. Oh my god.
I am curious though. With a lot of these games being announced now, we're looking at least what. I mean, unless they already have been working on it, but a lot of them just said they're just now getting in development. So to me, that's
Oh yeah.
at least
Like,
3 to
Tomb
4
Raider game
years.
is- oh yeah, we're looking 2025.
Yeah, but you're talking about
But then it is Unreal 5, which is an easier.
yeah.
You
Who
know,
knows?
they
I-
already
I
have.
don't know.
it's
Yeah,
an
I mean,
easy transition from 4 to 5. If
guessing.
you already know 4,
true, but
know
if you don't
5.
have
But
your
if you never started,
original content, like say you didn't, like, because of course the other games aren't in Unreal, right? Am I wrong?
no,
No,
they were
they're
their
not.
own engine.
That's what I thought. So yeah, they're starting from
But for them,
scratch.
it'll
This
be
is
a little
brand new for them. Bro.
Yeah, for them it'll be brand new. But I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's
right
good.
now, Fortnite's already on 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And it
I'll
works.
tell you what, I give Epic a ton of credit and a ton
dude.
of respect for what they've done with Fortnite. I know
Yeah,
everybody,
yes.
some people hate it, a lot of people don't like it, but just
No,
that
they-
game is what they've done with that game is freaking amazing. The
Hey,
fact
and
that
like
it's
everything
the fact that
in
it's
it.
fresh every season, they add new modes, and that's not even talking about the crossovers and skins and
or the stealing.
licensed stuff.
It's
Oh yeah, the dances are good too. You know what I'm saying?
that, they've got
Dances, there was
consistency with
modes.
forever evolving.
Yeah,
No,
they've
that's
been
a-
smart. They've been smart with that title. Like that's,
Mm.
I will say they've done. Yeah, I mean it's in a league of its own for sure. I mean
I played it a bit during I think when it was the first iteration of the map,
yeah.
and I'm like, this is cool. And I was like, I don't know how they're gonna innovate with this. And it's like, well, that's why I don't.
That's why you don't.
That's
build
why I
games.
don't make creative shit. Because can you imagine just only playing the first map and then coming into what it is now? You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Is this the same game? Plus, yeah, Unreal 5. It's on that too. So I don't know if I've played it since it's been on Unreal 5, but
It's smooth. I will say this. Playing it because my nephew came over and he loves Fortnite, so I downloaded it. Still have it installed, and he played it, and it looks gorgeous. Of course, running at 120 frames also is nice too. So, but it's super smooth, and it just looks way better than it used to. And if again, of course, I haven't been back on there. I know there's no building right now or something like that.
yeah,
I've
there's
thought
a new
about.
mode where you can't build.
So I'm
it's just
really
pure
thinking
download.
about trying it again because that's literally probably the only reason why I didn't play Fortnite because I can't stand building. So
Yeah, but how many times we played it without building?
all the time, well, that's all I did, but I
Yeah,
always
that's
died.
how we did it. We without
So-
building. But now we actually have a chance because they aren't building either.
Yeah, exactly. So
Ah.
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it.
Well, I'm still not gonna play it. I'm just
Come on, Wilmy.
no, I'm over it.
You might get your own dance.
Look, you could buy the new Chief. Do a little
Nah,
dance.
I'm good.
Get
Can I
Assassin's
get a
Creed
cookbook
with
with
that
it, dude?
bitch.
Oh dang! Oh yeah, the new Star Wars
Yeah, I
Lego.
haven't gotten it yet. I'm
I
surprised.
haven't.
I'm just upset that there's no online. But that's not what's
that
keeping
was
me
the
from
only
buying
thing
it.
I
But
thought was a bit. But single player wise, it'll still be quite
still
good. I reckon.
co-op, but not online.
Yeah, I didn't order it until Monday, so mine's still in transit. But,
Still in transit.
I'm looking forward to. I think it'll be a solid little co-op game.
Oh,
for-
Wilmy Hood Fortnite skin. Oh God.
Well, we know what his
Rumble it all
emote
the
would
way
be.
up.
His
You get the
emo-
bubble boy will me.
his emote would be the grabbing a phone and putting block,
I would throw memes at people.
or throwing memes.
Instead of
shit
L's,
memes.
they're memes.
Noof, what's going on, dude?
What's up, bro?
Hey, noob.
It's good news.
But a lot of people have enjoyed it. From those who've played it so far, I think a lot of people like the Lego game. I don't get hyped over these little Lego games because, I mean, I have like 50 of them, all the ones that they've given for free or I've bought because of my kids. And, like, they're fun, but they get, I mean, there's just the same little thing over and over and over.
Repetitiveness.
Yeah, super repetitive.
Well, here's another one. Dart,
Oh,
maybe
geez.
get on
Get
the
it.
chat. In honor of Spooky being here, and so everyone has another shot at it. Here's another code for Tiny Tina, U.S.
All right.
edition.
Go
Maybe
get
I'll
it.
get this one.
Dread
Let's
Lego.
go.
Guys, get the
I left the-
code.
I left the
Please
page
say
up.
Thank you.
All right, let's see.
I appreciate it, Dark, though. Again, man, thank y'all.
Oh,
Shoot.
nice. Thank you.
Oh, Dread getting it?
I got it. Oh,
Dredd
it's
got
not,
it.
it's not
So
U.S.
Dredd
Oh,
got it.
no. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I got it.
Ah.
That would have been hilarious, actually. Not gonna lie, I would have laughed.
Wait.
A little bit.
It said this one's already been redeemed. I thought I got it.
Oh!
Sons of bitches.
Oh, you didn't hit enter fast enough. No.
I guess not. God. Hold on. I got to boot up the Xbox now.
Well, if it says you didn't have it, that's it.
Ah,
Yeah, so somebody's got it. Somebody else did.
if somebody else got it, speak up. Make sure you thank Dark CMF for this because, you know, that's bull crap that these guys put stuff like this in here and nobody speaks up. I'm gonna find out if it's me or not. Don't worry.
Well, it should say congrats. Like you.
I thought it
you'll
said
know, you'll know
congrats,
if you got it.
Yeah, you'll know when you get it. When
but then
you
it said it's already installed, and I'm like, what?
no, if it says already. Hopefully, you got it. if it
Normally,
said-
people say thank you. That's kind of odd.
yeah. Well,
No,
sometimes you have those people that just get in here and
Yeah.
no, I didn't get it.
Bunch of
Didn't-
bitches.
Fuck.
Hopefully someone says something and thanks him.
somebody ninja'd it for sure.
Yeah, because it's not in my ready to install of my own games. Yep, I didn't get it. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
letting me try again. But I didn't get it.
Well, damn.
Oh well.
Oh well. Somebody else got it that clearly is not in the
And they're not gonna
chat
say a word.
talking.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, no shit.
Whoever you are, screw you. That's all I'll say. I mean, I don't care who you are.
bastards.
Yeah, you ungrateful. Just don't want
Yeah.
to.
2 codes and no claims.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Claims. Like, come on,
That's
man.
normal, actually.
Come on, man. Like I felt bad, like a couple of weeks ago when there was an Elden Ring code and a 3-month
Hey, you got
GPU
it.
code, and I
Oh.
ended up getting both of them. So
Hey, if it's still there and you get it, you get
So,
it.
like,
Like, hey,
I
look.
feel bad, but I got
But
that
hey,
one too.
you said
I
thank
mean,
you, so
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I'll say. But thank you, Dark, and thank you, Harvey. I mean, sorry that
Absolute
our
legend, Dark.
whoever got it in the chat, that's probably not ones that talk in here, apparently. So
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying.
yeah, for sure.
But we're down to the last topic, and this will be the last topic.
all right.
Yes.
One of my favorite games for so far this year, Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, we'll get New Game Plus.
Have you beat it, right?
Oh yeah, I beat it.
That's right.
I didn't do everything, but I did beat the story.
There you go. You had a good time with it, didn't you?
Oh, I enjoyed the hell out of it.
See, I never played it, but of course I never got into the other ones. So
I'm only just getting started into it myself because I only just got it a few days ago. It's
Nice.
good. It's good, yeah. Plays pretty similar to the first, actually.
because doesn't the new Play Plus or whatever it's called is you play the game all over again, but with all the stuff you've unlocked
Yeah,
or whatever.
you get to keep
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's the best part of it.
Risk it. It's 500 hours. How you do it?
I didn't do all the side missions. I got into the story and just went right through the story. I started doing a lot of the side missions and gave up and went back to the story.
Yeah. And see, that's how I feel like some people did that with Horizon. Like, so many people beat it in 20-something hours. I'm like, Jesus. Like, I don't know how you beat Horizon in 20-something hours. I was still in freaking the beginning after 12.
I mean, if you probably just did the main story,
No, for sure. Yeah.
Whatever. And, you know. But, I mean, I remember with Zero Dawn, and, like, I pretty much did... I'm not going to say I did everything, because maybe there was a settlement that I didn't go to one time where there was a side quest. But, you know, you get to the end of the game and you have all your allies that you've done the side quest for fighting with you. And I thought that was really cool. They weren't just throwaway sides, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is probably going to be the same thing. I'm not even close to the end yet. Like, Jesus, I just got to San Francisco yesterday. So I've got a ways to go. But no, that game's good. And they're pumping out a hotfix every week. So fixing stuff. Like, I haven't had anything major. Like I was saying today, I had one of the pit masters was invisible one time, and he's talking. The camera shifted and everything, and he just wasn't there. And then I had an NPC with no arms one time. But
Wow.
But I mean, other than that, like, I haven't got her stuck in any geometry or any shit like that. But yeah.
Geez, 253 out. Good God,
Tony, that's easy to do, dude.
There we go.
I think I had
Yeah,
190 something into it,
seriously,
and then went on to the story.
That's a lot of freaking hours.
I gave up on it
Yeah.
after I got that death.
Yes, that
glitch.
death. Yeah, I remember that.
Did they ever fix it?
Oh,
Supposedly.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
as well as the new game mode, that it is supposed to be the biggest patch, you know, that they've brought out so far. It's supposed to offer many fixes for both the multiplayer and single player mode. So hopefully, any sort of lingering bugs that are still there and noticeable that people are, you know, played enough hours and seen get fixed with it.
Yeah, hopefully. But has anybody got anything else they want to talk about?
Can't comment. I haven't played it.
Yeah,
Which is
you
know, maybe an unpopular way to go about things, to not comment on something if you have no experience.
Yeah, you're supposed to say how it's trash.
It's
and
trash.
Stuff.
just
Seriously,
make
yeah.
up bullshit. Remember?
That's right. You just make stuff up. You just start making stuff up, and it makes it easy.
Oh,
It was in the
yeah.
pamphlet.
So there was this time when I was playing as Aloy, and I fell off a mountain, started flying, and then realized I was not flying. I fell through the floor. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Something like that? I don't know. I don't have a PS5 yet, so I have no
I was
idea.
gonna say. I was like, "Oh, you're doing the make-up story. Nice."
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is, though, I did it in Horizon. I was trying to hit one of the dinosaur mechs, whatever, the machines. Went to go hit it with my staff, and literally I teleported across the map. So I had to run all the way back. Like, with one swipe, she teleported on the other side of the beach. So I had to run all the way back. I was like, what the hell?
I've not had that issue.
I've had a lot of little glitches like that, or where she gets stuck on the rocks, she starts humping the rocks, and you can't move.
I've seen
until
that
she
on
gets
video.
done. Yep, I've had that happen like 3 times. I've had multiple things disappear.
I call that her twerk.
Yeah, it's definitely her. She's twerking for sure. Quickly, it's a fast twerk too.
Especially when you download that mod. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh yes. That mod.
Well, did you guys see that mod for Tekken where they put the Elden Ring characters into it?
Yes, dude, that actually looks pretty cool.
Freaking the creator or the lead of Tekken actually told him to stop advertising it because people were confused thinking it was actual DLC.
It did look real
bad.
for sure. It looked real good.
Did any of you see the news? I think it only came out a day or two ago or something about apparently Ubisoft is reportedly trying again with a new different battle royal that's supposed to play similar to Hyperscape, even though that didn't prove to be a success. But the new one's apparently going to be called Pathfinder.
Isn't that already? Wait, yeah, that's a freaking tabletop RPG.
What do they
Like
do?
D&D in that.
Why
They
is
even have their
Ubis-
own video games.
Why is Ubisoft doing Stupid shit.
Because
Yeah.
you
I
can't got
don't
skull and
know.
crossbones off the ground. I mean, off the water.
I mean, you got Skull and Bones that you are going to bring out eventually. That's your
Yeah,
game
yeah.
of service
Understand
game.
why,
That's what
but-
it seems
It's,
like. Yeah, I don't understand either, but
I
That
mean, if
shit
you were
doesn't
going to do
tank
it to
yet.
begin with, like what, 10 years ago when they announced it or whatever, why bring it out now? What says, hey, people want to be pirates? Is it because of Sea of Thieves or something?
maybe because I mean, Sea of
know-
Thieves is freaking huge, of course.
But
now,
is it that Skull and Bones just ships? Like, there's no people?
you
you know what I mean?
you are a person, but it is just ship battles supposedly. But then again, I don't know. Maybe they're adding more to it.
Originally, it was a spin-off of Black Flag because of how good that the sailing was on the ship.
Black Flag was awesome.
Oh, dude, it's such
Yeah,
Yeah, it
and then they held off too long, and then they're going to come back and see if these came out, and all of a sudden they went into
Well, they had a whole
somewhere
like
into
lady
the
was talking
ether.
about how they had so many different ideas going on.
Yeah.
That's why it halted so much because so many different creators wanted to go a certain way, and Ubisoft didn't want to, or whoever. Like it's just a lot of push because of their NFTs. Damn it!
Wayne,
I think-
thank you for the super chat.
Well, they're
No
still
people
working on
want that.
NFTs for other games.
No people want to be pirates because they're NFTs. That's very possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're saying
I was
the,
wrong.
from what I'm reading, they're saying, well, 3 sources have confirmed that the Pathfinder name might just be the code name for it. It's described
Oh,
as,
okay.
as described as a different take on a battle royal requiring teams of 4 to drop into the map and fight off AI enemies, likely other players as well, with the goal
So,
of
like-
progressing to the center to fight the main boss. Yeah.
It's all new, but it's like Apex.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Like, it's all new, but it's Apex.
EVP.
Pretty much. It sounds
Jesus.
interesting. Seems the game will adopt a hero system where each character has their own unique abilities. along with the
Apex.
central hub.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Apex.
Apex mixed with Overwatch.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Can
I
we
was
not
wrong. There
come
is
with
one
a-
more topic.
Can nobody come up with a new, like,
Basically, they're just copying. Yeah.
see,
Nobody
it
has
was,
no
it was
ideas.
either this or rehash an old game
you know what?
From
Rehash an old game.
last year.
And
From
the
last
last
year, right? So it's like,
Battle Royale is getting closed down, so
I know.
that Hyper was
Yeah,
it
Hyper
Hyper
Space.
something.
Yeah, that's it was cool, but then also terrible at the same time.
the problem is
But-
they flood the market
Yeah,
with one type
That was
of
cool
game.
but terrible.
As soon as
There's
they
They're
one
start-
taking
more
on
topic
Fortnite,
that came out
basically.
today.
And now they're doing
What happened to
Apex.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X can now switch your TV input with the press of a
yeah.
controller button.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It doesn't work
So-
yet on mine, but I haven't tried it
I
again.
haven't tried it on mine yet.
Is it a future thing or is it supposed to be available now?
It said it's
This is,
available. Well, I don't know. Maybe
right.
for insiders.
Insiders, maybe.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
the alpha. I have to look at it later on.
I'm on the
It says it's releasing a hardware update today.
Oh,
Well, maybe it is a.
You have to go to
then-
your general TV and power options on your Xbox to turn it on. So
Well, that'd be good when I'm playing my PlayStation and then want to play the Xbox. That'd be cool. Okay, that's not too bad. I
Don't
mean,
forget to dust it off.
always does mess with.
AP, cool. I totally agree.
Life is short, video. Yeah, that's true.
So is
I
it
agree.
just, like equal like one less button push for what you're gonna do anyway? Is that basically what it is?
And on
Yeah.
that note, folks,
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
nice. Like I'll be honest, that's nice. Like one less
Yeah.
button push. Like I'll sit here where I'm at right now in the office at at home. My PS5 is right there, literally like 4 feet away, and I'll sit and remote play into it on my goddamn phone to check something instead of just going over there and turning it on because I don't have to get up out of my seat. So convenience is huge. But yeah, one less button push. That's pretty cool.
so is the
Honestly.
on that
dollhouse.
note, we're going to get out of here because the medication is really trying to make me cough up a lung here,
Oh shit!
and it's getting kind of hard to stop myself from doing it.
Nobody
I
needs
get tired of
Medication
muting
brought to you
myself,
by
so-
Marlboro.
Brought to you by Marlboro.
No, brought to you by fucking COVID. And Perk, thank you for $5 super chat. Going to work and take my money. Glad you guys are back. Well, thank you, Perk. We're glad to be back.
Have a good time at work, Perk.
Yeah, have
Hopefully
fun.
it goes fast.
And we will start with Leo. Tell everybody where they can find you, Leo.
Here every Wednesday night. Have a good night, everybody. Come on, Spook.
Short and sweet.
Yep, that's how I
you
am.
can find me at Spooky Sprocket everywhere, on Twitter, Xbox, and of course in the next month I'll be starting back up my podcast, the Dark Wasteland Spotlight, which is a community spotlight, shines a light on a community member. So thank you all, and thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for
And
being
good to
on.
finally
Thanks
get
for
you
being
on.
on, man.
And Dreadpool, tell everybody where they can find you.
Oh, look at that! They screwed it
And a
all up. They
van
blurred
down
it
by
out.
the. Oh,
Blur this shit out.
It's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing at it.
Uh,
but
It's really not working very
it's
well.
like look at dress
so it's
check.
like
Never
my
mind.
thumbs up. So anyway, we'll just leave it at that. You
Dred
can
just
find
put
me
some
here,
porn up.
obviously at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights, Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Breakfast Boom. Just look up linktree.com. It's got all our links to everything that I'm at: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Breaking Bread with Dread on
TikTok.
anchor.fm/Dreadpool, which also has links to the Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, and so forth. So thank you, Spooky, for hanging out with us and our debauchery. And extra special thanks to Dark CMF and Hargeet for those Tiny Tina codes that I could not get.
That somebody got in the chat and was not nice enough to say thank you.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, thank these guys for putting this stuff in there. They don't have to do any of this stuff.
Exactly.
You get a code, please say thank you to these guys. And then one more thing. Welcome, Paniac. Welcome to the family.
Thank you very much, sir. I guess it's on me now.
No,
It is
now
your turn.
Now we just
Yeah.
ignore you. Yes.
Standard operating procedure. Thankfully now that I can say this now, you can find me here Wednesday nights, 8 Eastern, every Wednesday. Peniac Giant, Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation. I'm there. Always accept friend requests. Looking to go. Hit me up on Twitter too. That's where I spend a lot of my time. Thank you.
That's right.
Glad to be here. Part of the family.
And
Good times.
Bomber.
Cheers.
Of course, you can find me here every Wednesday, as we all know. Of course, you can find me on the old Twitter at HRBomber1414. Again, thank you, Spook, for coming out. And, of course, thank you, wonderful PG, the Peniac Giant, for coming into the family and being with us rejects here. But no, everybody, thank y'all in the chat for coming out. Hargeet, Dark, thank y'all for the codes, even though douchebags are douchebags out there. So, but everybody, y'all have a good night, and everybody enjoy some gaming. Enjoy it. Where can they find you?
About it on Twitter and actually play some games.
Don't
Damn
you
right.
tell me what to do. You're not my real father.
I'll bite you little Borderland sperm thingy.
Not my real father.
And of course, you can find me here on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and on Twitter, and of course, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam. Yeah.
And Switch.
No.
And Stadia.
My friends list says otherwise, sir.
And Ouya.
I haven't been on my Switch in years.
Lost it again, didn't you? And when you hit
Hopefully,
230,
I will have the audio fixed next week, so I do apologize for that.
All right, you're good.
So, and hopefully, I feel more like myself next week.
I agree. Hopefully, you do too. For sure.
Indeed.
So,
Hope those meds.
Yeah.
Work for you. Yeah.
because they are kicking in, and they're kicking my ass right now as we speak.
Well, don't cough up the lung.
Bedtime.
No, not here.
Bedtime.
Yeah. Exactly.
And on that note, thanks everybody for joining us, and we will catch you guys next week. And I know we got an outro somewhere, don't we? Yep,
Somewhere.
here it is.